What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with AltCoin Buzz. So today we're going to talk about Electroneum. But before we get into that, let's talk about something that that happened. So we put out this video, Bitcoin Gold and Litecoin comparison. It was made by Sarah, a new member to the team. Sarah, first of all, Sarah's not going anywhere. We've been working with her for about 2 weeks, a week to 2 weeks now. She's expressed interest into cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. She's been investing in it in the space for a couple months now, and she's going to continue to grow. She's a hard worker. She's focused, and I like those kind of traits. The way that the community is also responding, I understand that when videos are not that are put out that are not to your liking, I understand that. And so there's just a balance. Like I said, Sarah's not going anywhere. We're going to continue to work with her. She might not be doing videos in the short term due to the fact that some of you guys have given some feedback, and we're going to continue to work with her and groom her to continue to get to the level where you guys like to have the videos done. But I'm not going to throw her out to the wolves anymore, where you guys are just going to attack like that, and that's okay. You guys absolutely 115%, whatever, 101%. 199%, whatever you want to call it, are allowed the right to not like videos or not like certain types of content, and that absolutely is very true. And in this case, you guys spoke and you said you didn't like it because you thought it was a Litecoin FUD and whatever. I personally do hold Bitcoin Gold, and the main reason I hold Bitcoin Gold above all else is because of replay protection. So if you think this is Litecoin FUD, I mean, you're tripping. You're straight tripping. I mean, it's not FUD. I hold a ton of Litecoin also. I just recently bought back into Litecoin. But to say that Bitcoin Gold is making moves into Litecoin is fairly legitimate. And if you don't know what replay protection is, then you better get on the ball, because it's real and it's happening, and it's going to be very important to the cryptocurrency space. Basically, in short, what replay protection is if you miss a letter on your transaction and you think that and you lost your Bitcoin Gold, you can actually replay that transaction and get it back. And that's important because if worst case scenario is if a hacker takes your Bitcoin Gold, you can replay that transaction and you have that protection that Bitcoin and Litecoin and other coins don't have. At least I don't think Litecoin has that yet. If they do, that's something big, but Bitcoin Gold being a fork, I think it's got a lot of room to grow, and I think that's a fair assertion that she's made. And I think it's fair for you guys to also not like Bitcoin Gold, because I've been very critical of Bitcoin Gold ever since it came out, when the website wasn't online and all of the issues that Bitcoin Gold went through. But this is not a Bitcoin Gold rant. This is about Electroneum and the big news that's coming out with Electroneum. If you come over here onto Twitter here, you can see Electroneum just said today, exciting times at Electroneum as we happily announced we are being listed on HitBTC. Okay, now they've also got some other important news that's just been dropped. If we go to the Electroneum Twitter, you can follow them in Electroneum. Right here, the Electroneum mobile mining beta is live. Read more here. So if you go to their Facebook now, you could see that you can watch this video, and let's go ahead and play that video real quick. You can see they activated mining. And yes, guys, there are going to be more women coming into the cryptocurrency space. And if to not like the fact that women are getting involved in cryptocurrency, I think it's very immature. I think it's very immature personally. I mean, I'm not trying to judge you or anything, but I mean, to say that women getting involved in cryptocurrency is an issue for you, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, to me, that's beyond me. I think it's a great thing. I think having women in cryptocurrency and encouraging more women to come into cryptocurrency is a phenomenal idea and should be encouraged and not put down and cut off at every corner with rude, vulgar remarks. If you don't like someone's presentation of the video, that's another thing. But to not like them because they're a woman, I don't agree with that. I don't. I will not agree with that. And if you guys have something contrary to that, go ahead and tell me why I should not be welcoming and opening the doors for women when they're looking to come into cryptocurrency. Tell me why I'm wrong on that if you have an opposing reason. Anyway, so Electroneum, doing the mobile mining. And doing all that is big news. And I think that Electroneum, this is one of the reasons why we've been talking about Electroneum for a while, and it's not a freaking scam. All these people who call Electroneum a scam and have been calling Electroneum a scam since the issue that happened with HackerOne, they're straight tripping. I mean, come on. These people went so, I mean, the same thing that we're seeing consistently in the community is these people who shoot from the hip. Do you know what it means to shoot from the hip? It means you pull the gun out of the holster, you don't line up the crosshairs, you don't pay attention to what you're shooting, and you just shoot from the hip. That's popping off at the mouth, not paying attention to what you're saying, and making false accusations because you like to pop off at the mouth and shoot from the hip. How about you pull it out of the holster, well, like they do in the Navy or in the Navy SEALs. What do the SEALs do? What do the snipers do? They line up the crosshairs, they focus on the target, and they can pop it off from what? 2,000 yards? Okay? Yeah, they've done that. You've seen that in that movie, American Sniper. I mean, that was a real story. That was based on a real story. You don't make those kind of shots by shooting from the hip. So if you think you're coming into cryptocurrency or doing anything in life by shooting from the hip, wow. Really? You got another thing coming. You need to get more focused, and you need to pay attention to what you're doing, and you need to be more precise in what you're saying. And to all the people that said Electroneum was a scam 2 to 3 months ago, because of what happened when they said, hey, look, we've identified a threat. We're going to secure this platform with HackerOne, and they showed you guys that they were working actively, and now they're coming out with the mobile mining beta. They're getting added to more exchanges, and they're showing that all those people who said that were just shooting from the hip, straight up. So I used to shoot from the hip too. I've shot from the hip. I know that it's better to line up the crosshairs than shoot from the hip. So I'll just say that. Now you can pick it up on Cryptopia, but they're getting added to HitBTC, so that's big news. I don't know how long it'll take for that to update here on CoinMarketCap, but you can see they're up 20%. Let's see what their website's saying. So Electroneum, the mobile cryptocurrency, simple to use, powered by an app. They got the Apple app coming soon here, so that's going to be big news for them. And yeah, you can see their team. I mean, I've been involved in Electroneum myself, and I didn't sell anything yet because I think they've got a big future coming, and this mobile mining is big news. But anyways, guys, on a positive note, let's talk about some of the more positive things and the fun stuff we've been talking about. So I posted this on Instagram for all you guys. Honey, come to bed. Sorry, babe, got to protect our Bitcoin. So you can tag your girl and let her know, like, this is what we're doing. You know, this is what's going on. Like, this cryptocurrency stuff, you know, it's kind of like farming. It's like protecting your crops, right? So it's big deal stuff. It's big deal. Anyway, so posted that so you can tag your girl in it. You know, more than likely your girl's on Instagram. She at least if she sees this and she sees some of the comments, it'll make more sense to her why you're spending so much time at the computer. We've also got Syndicator. We've been talking about Syndicator here recently, and it's big news. Let's see where Syndicator's at. 23 cents. So Syndicator keeps going up. I don't know if people are saying it's a pump and dump, but then again, those are people shooting from the hip. I'm not in on any pump and dumps. As a matter of fact, I see people commenting in our comments talking about join our pump group, like these bots or stuff. If you see someone posting join our pump group, don't join that junk, okay? And if you do, know what you're signing yourself up to. But Syndicator, I mean, we've been in Syndicator for a while because of the tech, okay? Not because we're trying to pump or anything like that. So people, when you see people shooting from the hip, you should straight up ask them, be like, hey, are you trying to shoot from the hip, or are you lining up the crosshairs with what you're talking about? Because right now you're just popping off the lips, making things up that are not factually true. You know, it just makes no sense, or it's very immature to shoot from the hip, I think, to make false accusations without any credible evidence, right? And so, you know, of course, in the media world, we have to be conscious of that also. You know, and I'm forgiving of all you guys who are shooting from the hip right now. But what I'm doing is I'm encouraging you guys, saying, hey, I know you've been pulling out the holster and shooting from the hip. Let's line up the crosshairs now. Bring it up to the eye level, put it up against your shoulder, and actually, you know, well, if it's a handgun, you don't need to put it up against your shoulder. But if it's an M16, then you need to put it up against your shoulder to protect against recoil. But anyway, so yeah, guys, I mean, overall, I'm not disappointed in Sarah. I'm not disappointed in the AltCoin army. I think everything's fair. I think everyone spoke their piece. I think we had to have this discussion. I think if anything, if I put a new narrator out there, maybe we take more time to groom them so that we're not just throwing them out to the wolves where people are just going to dogpile. But at the same time, I respect you guys in the community to for us to uphold quality content and this and that. So it was just a learning experience for AltCoin Buzz and myself in particular. And I like I said, I like Sarah. She puts in good quality effort, and we'll just look to work her in other ways until she's, maybe more comfortable with putting out videos, and you guys are more comfortable with it. So no big deal, no harm, no foul. It's just one video. There's no FUD for Litecoin, and if you like Bitcoin Gold, you like it. If you don't, then you don't. So, anyways, guys, if you're new here, you can subscribe to this channel. You can hit the notification button if you like videos like this, and you can also stay up to the moment with us on Twitter, where we also posted this honey come to bed, sorry babe, gotta go, or gotta protect our Bitcoin. It's funny stuff. Another thing that I put out on Twitter, some of you, not all, still continue to ask if it is a good time to jump into a coin, even if and when it's at sky high, all-time highs over 24-hour periods. I would like to think, if you guys took anything away from the last correction, is avoid fear of missing out, FOMO. So if you see the acronym ATH, that means all-time high. If you see the acronym FOMO, that's FOMO, fear of missing out. So when you guys jump into a coin because it's going to the moon, please take the last moments of everything that you learned from buying at all-time highs and stop buying at all-time highs so you don't take big losses. Sure, you can buy at all-time highs if you are in it for the 3-year run and you're okay with that, but if you're going to be emotionally affected, if the thing goes up and down, and the market corrects, try not to buy in at all-time highs. Okay? That's that. Hope you're all having a good day. I'm having a good day. Very interesting start to a day. Very interesting first video, that's for sure. I'm not used to making these kind of videos, but we'll all get through this, and everything's going to be all right. Thanks a lot, guys.